Hey y'all, welcome back to It's Frankie. Today's video, we're gonna talk about postpartum, life after having a baby, all of that into one. That's today what we're gonna talk about. So a little background story on me. I have a 2-year-old son. I gave birth to my son when I was 22. I gave birth when I was 22. I had him on September the 18th, 2016. So yeah, that's my background story. I only have one beautiful bundle of joy. Beautiful bundle of joy. So let's rewind a little bit back. I'm going to tell you guys a bit of my background story with motherhood after having a child, and then I'll jump right into the subject. So let's get going. So I gave birth to my son, and automatically it was love at first sight. It was every mother's, like your automatic excitement, happiness, tearful, joyful, scared. Your every first mother really responds. That's what I had with my son. And right off the back, I was a dedicated mom. I wanted to make sure everything was right. I wanted to make sure I did everything right because I wanted to prove to myself that I can be this mom that I dreamed this whole time that I can be. And nevertheless, throughout me giving birth to my son, I dealt with postpartum depression. I never really told anybody about this. I normally just kept it to myself because I was kind of ashamed of talking about it and coming, face to face with it. Because, when you give birth to your baby, you want to be that perfect mom. You want to be the perfect wife. You want to be the perfect provider for your child. And you are the perfect wife, the perfect mom, the perfect provider. But it also comes with, life and giving birth to a human. A whole human, sometimes 2 humans and 3 humans. I breastfed, and when I started breastfeeding, it was magic, like magic. He latched on right away until we got home. And when we got home, everything kind of went downhill for breastfeeding with me. And when I first found out I was pregnant and, the hype was kind of settled down, my whole thing was I wanted to breastfeed my child because I always wanted to have that connection that I heard other mothers have with their child. The first time when I thought about it, I was like, no baby is coming onto these boobies. No, ma'am. But then I kind of thought about it. I was like, you know what? I want to have that connection, especially when they first took him out and he would lay on my chest. I was like, yes, breastfeeding. So I came home and I started to breastfeed, but my milk supply left. Literally, like, it was there one day and it left the next day. So I was so confused, and my mom was here, and my mom was like, maybe you should get formula, Frankie. Like, it's okay. Mom's old school. She's like, baby, ain't nothing wrong with no formula. But I was like, no, I don't want to do formula. I came this far. No formula. No. And then, but at the same point, she's seen how much I was struggling. I did not have any breast pumps. I didn't have a manual pump. I didn't have nothing. I didn't massage my boobs. I didn't do a lot of research on breastfeeding because soon as I gave birth to him, I was like, I'm breastfeeding. And that was just it. So the meanwhile, throughout that, my milk supply was gone, y'all. And at that given moment, that's when I started noticing different things about myself. Not only that my milk supply was low, my body was totally different. I looked before high school, y'all. Well, during high school, before baby, I was slim. I had my little hem. My skin was popping, hair was popping, life was just popping. And then I had this baby, and he's so beautiful, and my hair is falling out. My breasts are sagging like a cow. My stomach, I could not fit into any of my clothes, and I was not wearing leggings because I wore that for like 90% of my pregnancy. And I was like, I'm not wearing it. And so I was undetermined to get back to me, and then it just was looking rough. The first couple of weeks that I think was the most hardest for me, and I would try to cope it and try to smile throughout the whole thing, but I was truly struggling. I was struggling with my body as a woman, and I think that's the number one thing as a woman you kind of first identify is that your body is dramatically changed. From when you first find out you're pregnant, to the middle of your pregnancy, to when you give birth, into like the couple of days after it. The transition of that is very crucial, and could be some harsh for people, and it was harsh for me, walking around with jeans and my stomach was tight. Stomach is flopping over the jeans. All my bras were too small because my boobs had gotten big and then they sagged. It was just a hot mess. And at that given time, I just started to think, like, is this motherhood? Is this motherhood? Like, is this what a mother is supposed to be? Like, my self-confidence went down extremely. I didn't feel attractive. I didn't feel beautiful. I did my makeup, but my skin, it was a hot mess. Like, hot mess express. And it was just rough. Like, it was really rough to look at myself. And it was really rough for me to look and have CJ look at me. CJ is my fiance, by the way. And have CJ look at me, and I didn't know if he was attracted to me. Like, he was still hugging me, kissing me, etc. But I just didn't know if my boyfriend at the moment, now fiance, thought I was attracted, because I didn't feel beautiful. Like, it's just, to be honest, I'm not gonna, sit up here and make it seem like I felt this gore. I didn't feel beautiful, like, at all. My milk supply had left, and when he wasn't getting no milk and he was crying for like 95% of the day, and I could not soothe my baby, that was one of the most roughest things I think I ever experienced in my life. I never told anybody this, by the way. Trying to prevent myself from crying to make it look cute. Experiencing that, like, I'm supposed to be the provider for my son, and I wasn't able to give him milk at that given time. I was just confused. I was upset. I was hurt. I was crying, y'all. I cried the first day I came home. I cried maybe like 6 times, like, and randomly I cried like six times, because I felt like I didn't know what I was doing, when I very was capable of knowing what I was doing. But just not getting any milk supply, and he's crying, and I had to turn to formula because he was not getting anything, and I was so confused. Like, I'd never been that confused ever. I was just confused. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I didn't know what, and I had sorry y'all, my camera's falling. I had all the support. I had all of the positivity. I had all of that, but it still wasn't good enough, because I was just depressed. I was depressed at this moment. I was staying inside the entire time. I'm not a person to stay inside, like, at all. I like to move around, go out, do this, and the baby was still a baby, so I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to get him sick. So it was just a lot in those couple of days that really made me feel depressed at a certain moment. Like, my friends came to see me, but nothing was good enough. My body wasn't looking right. My milk supply had gone, and I was on crew with being, a breastfeeder. It was just rough. The couple of days after were just rough, and nobody really talks about that. Nobody really states that. Everyone's like, yeah, once you have your baby, you're gonna be the best, and your body is back. No. It is rough. It is difficult. It is challenging. It is something mentally that you have to be prepared for. And I feel like every woman isn't always mentally prepared for that after birth. Either you suffer from postpartum depression or you don't suffer postpartum depression. Giving birth to a child and having your body go through this complete 180 transformation again after your body have went through this one transition. After your body has went through this one transition and now it has to go to another transition, it's just hard and it's challenging. And for any woman, it is something that, I can't even describe. Like, it's something that emotionally you go through. Like, and people always like, girl, no, you ain't gonna go through that. Like, you ain't gonna have that. You're gonna be good. Like, no, you go through that, and it's okay for you to go through that. It's okay. Back then, I didn't think it was okay for me to go through that. I was like, I'm not about to be crazy. I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not telling my mama. I'm not saying nothing. But at the end of the day, if I wouldn't have went through that, I wouldn't appreciate motherhood to its finest. Because those couple of weeks are your toughest motherhood experiences, I think, as a woman. Because anything can happen to your baby. Your body is going through a whole nother 180 in front of your face. You're 9 times out of 10 at home, and you can't go out. You can't interact. So it's just you and the baby. It's a lot. Like, it is a lot. So the couple of tips that I want to give is to start a journal. I personally started a journal. I read down every single day what my motherhood experience was. Either I felt sad, I felt depressed, I felt emotional. Cry, my girl. Cry it out. Don't feel bad that you're crying. Don't feel bad. Don't feel embarrassed. Cry. Let it out, because at the end of the day, you're going through a whole nother outer body experience, and you still have to supply for your child and your family and yourself. That's my second tip. Make sure you get yourself together. Do your makeup, do your hair. If you have to wear tights, wear your tights, girl. Go cut some slips in if you want to be sexy. Go get you a sweater. Do what makes you feel good. And it's, for me, my feel good moment to make myself feel good is makeup and hair and just feeling good about yourself. At the end of the day, it's feel good about yourself. My third tip is to know that you're doing an amazing job as a mother. It is not an easy thing, especially to all the younger moms out there. Whoop, whoop for the younger moms. It's extremely hard, because 9 times out of 10, people are looking at you like she don't know what she's doing. She's not going to be a good mom because she's a young mom. She parties. She doesn't have time to party. Girl, you could be the best mom you can ever be in this world. You are a bomb mom. Either you're a new mom, you're a mom of, this is your second baby, third baby. You're a great person. Don't let anybody deprive that from you. And dealing with social media will kill motherhood real quick. And make it seem like you're not doing a good job, or you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right. You make a decision for your child, but long as you remember, make decisions for yourself. Start getting stuff, start eating right, start getting yourself, even though you can't exercise in those first couple of months, first couple of weeks, just do stuff. Start to walk clean around the house, start making videos, start recording, start pampering yourself. Get those little Walmart things, honey, and do you a full spa. I did that. I did a full spa. CJ was at work. The baby was sleeping in the bouncer right in front of the door, and I had me a full-on spa. No candles, but just a full-on spa, just to make myself feel better. And as moms, we always forget about ourselves, and I understand, because we have that love for our kids, want to make sure our kids are right. But you have to make sure that you're good as a mother, because a lot of times we lose that. Like, we lose that focus, and then our husbands or our significant others see that, and they're like, okay, like, they self-confidence. And they are men, guaranteeing y'all, they are men. They are not going to know what to do or say, because at the same time, they're still going through their experiences. But that's a whole nother subject and a whole nother video, so we're going to leave that over there. It is challenging for both parents, but as a mom, to one mom, to another mom, I just want to let you know that you can get through these first couple of weeks, that it is extremely hard and it's extremely challenging, but God would not have placed that baby inside your belly from the moment you peed on that stick if you was not capable or ready. Do not let anyone tell you that you are not ready. Do not let anyone make you believe that you don't know what you're doing. If you have postpartum depression, or you're going through postpartum depression, or you think you're going through postpartum depression, it's okay. It's not bad that you're going through that, because like I said before, your body is going through all these different changes again, and you're not used to that. So don't feel bad that you're going through that. Don't let anybody make you feel like you are wrong for going through postpartum depression, low self-esteem, confusion, emotions. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for that, because baby, go through it all. Go through it all, because at the end of the day, that mommy needs to be the best mommy that she can be. And sometimes going through a downfall will bring the greatest high part of your life ever. So that's all to this video. I didn't want to make this video long. I had this video recorded 6,000 times, but the devil was not allowing me to do it. But no, I wanted to really just put this video out because I've been doing more on YouTube, and a lot of moms have been subscribing to me and talking with me, and I just want to give out something that's a little bit more personal. a little bit more personal, but something that's realistic. And just to be open. And as women, we need to be open. We need to support each other. We need to check up on each other. If you know somebody who's having a baby, about to have a baby, had a baby 3 months, go and check on them, because at the end of the day, they're going through a lot mentally, physically, and emotionally. And sometimes we don't check on people and we think they're okay until worst case scenario happens. And then we can't change it, and then we can't go back and pick up the phone. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys truly enjoyed it. If you guys like this type of content, please subscribe below to let me know that you like this content. You want to see more mommy sit down talk videos. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please make sure y'all comment at the bottom. Share some of your experiences. Share how you feel as a mom, as a new mom, as an oldie mom, as a hyper mom, however mom you want to say. Comment below. Let's share our experiences. Don't forget to repost, comment, subscribe, hit that thumbnail button, hit that ring button, hit all the buttons for YouTube. And I will see y'all on my next video. I hope y'all really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it, sharing it. So let's keep this positively going in motherhood, and I will see you guys in the next video.